For analysis on the president's visit, let's bring in Dexter Tiff Roberts. He's a non-resident senior fellow at the Atlantic Council's Global China Hub, founder and publisher of the newsletter Trade War. Dexter, good to have you with us. So first, just what do you think are the biggest takeaways from this summit?
Well, I guess first of all, we should note the fact that this is the first visit by a U.S. president for a summit in Beijing in almost 10 years. The last one was also by Trump during his first term. So that in itself is an accomplishment. The two leaders seem to have decent chemistry and seem to like each other. We heard a lot from Trump about how describing Xi as a great leader and as a friend. So those are all, I think, positives. And then the other big winners are likely to be big business from the U.S., with, as you know, over a dozen top CEOs from American companies accompanying the president to Beijing.
President Trump has, at least outwardly, been seeming very positive about how this trip went, how the relationship between the two leaders and the two countries is strong. Do you think Xi left this summit feeling as optimistic as Trump?
I think Xi was quite pleased. The top goal for China was for this to happen without any obvious hiccups, to please Trump, which I think they did a good job of with all the pageantry, the red carpet welcome, the 21-gun salute, the scores of children waving flags and flowers, and then the private meeting with Trump in the leadership compound, Zhongnanhai in Beijing. And Trump, Xi was also able to roll out this new concept they're hoping will define the relationship they call constructive strategic stability, which basically hopes that the relationship will remain on an even keel going forward.
Dexter, the war with Iran remains a big problem for President Trump globally and domestically. He said both he and Xi want to end it, but China does remain a strong ally of Iran. So, where do you see the conflict going from here? Do you think China can actually play any part in trying to bring it to an end?
Well, first of all, I would note the fact that, at least in the public comments, Xi Jinping never mentioned Iran. He talked about the Middle East theater and discussions on that. Clearly, that was a top priority for President Trump. It's unclear what, if any, commitment China has provided the U.S. Trump did say that the U.S. and China agreed that there should be free travel through the Strait of Hormuz, that tolls should not be charged, and that Iran should not become a nuclear power. But China said nothing of the kind. As we know, Iran is a close ally of China and a major energy provider, oil provider to China as well. I do not expect a lot of cooperation from Beijing going forward.
All right. Dexter Tiff Roberts, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.